Okay, welcome back to a brand new video. Let's watch Death Ball. New Death Ball is almost there at the time of recording. It's like 4 minutes away. Anyway, Ichigo versus I'm probably gonna mispronounce this. Yasuke, something like that. Which is let's see, that's Bleach versus I'm probably gonna mispronounce the franchise name too. Hakusho. Yo-Yo Hakusho. Maybe. I feel like that's how I pronounce it. I could be wrong. Most likely I'm wrong. We're gonna watch a Death Ball. I do not know these characters that well. I mean, I do know about Ichigo, but mostly because I played Super Smash Flash. So Super Smash Flash is like the biggest reason for why I know Ichigo, and he's also been on Death Ball before, I think. I want to say that he fought Naruto, but I don't know that. I don't remember that for sure. Neither do I remember how that Death Ball ended, so I might have to rewatch it someday. Ichigo is the only one I know to some extent because of Smash Flash, and he is a sword fighter, as I know. The other guy, I don't know if he uses weapons like swords and stuff, but that's what we're gonna be finding out. So let's go right into Death Ball and let's see who these two characters really are. Alright, we are getting to it. Let's go! Our Death Ball. Alright, 2, 1, and let's go.
Ichigo Kurosaki versus Yusuke Urameshi.
The substitute Shinigami of Bleach versus the spirit detective of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Alright, let's go!
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
who will win the Death Ball. Let's find out. Alright, Ichigo.
What happens when we die?
I mean, we're dead.
Nothingness? Jeez, man, I don't know. We just started.
Our souls are ferried by Shinigami, gods of death, in an eternal cycle of death and rebirth.
That was my second guess.
And when a soul goes astray, warped by evil and regret, it's a Shinigami's job to purify such violent hollows and send them off to the realm of the dead, the Soul Society.
Works great till it doesn't.
So I guess that's where souls go when they die. The Soul Society.
Tragic anime backstory came way too early when his mom was killed by a hollow. Reason number 1 why you should never want your kid to be the anime protagonist.
Left with his grief, young Ichigo was crushed under the weight of survivor's guilt.
So he lashed out the only way he knew how, beating people up.
But this wound began to heal when he found his calling, upon meeting a Shinigami named Rukia. To stop a powerful hollow, she gave Ichigo her powers, rousing unseen potential within.
Boom! Just like that, Ichigo's a Shinigami.
Substitute Shinigami. To carry out his duties, Ichigo sheds his body for an invisible one made of
what is that?
He can wield vast amounts of spiritual energy called
compared to
and exert it offensively in the form of spiritual pressure, or Reiatsu.
Okay, that's a lot of big words, but all it really means is he's a super-powered ghost with an epic sword. His spirit aura is so strong, he can stun-lock foes, crushing him under his own power, even fatally.
He controls spirit matter in and around him, hardening his skin for defense and leaping off of invisible footholds in the air. Paired with speed skills like
jumping
Shunpo, he can
sorts.
fly.
Say goodbye to the kid who beat up bullies for their lunch money, and hello to the town's new superhero, with fellow Ghostbusters, Orihime, Chad, and Uryu. Plus Rukia, it was the Shinigami's job to tear hollows a new hole.
While balancing responsibilities at school, of course. GPA comes first, and maybe a round or 2 of tech.
But it wouldn't be possible without his Shinigami blade, a Zanpakuto. It's basically a super-powered spirit that's physically a sword. Ghost sword!
Though strangely,
so the sword is basically alive. Kind of like the character from Sonic and the Black Knight.
Isn't confusing at all.
Just call him Old Man Zangetsu and Hollow Zangetsu. Anyway, the double ghost sword gives Ichigo lots of new moves.
He doesn't talk like the Sonic Black Knight character, but
sword beams. Getsuga Tensho!
This seems like it could be the same. Or at least very similar.
And so effective that Ichigo developed multiple variants. He can fire it as a wave, detonate it mid-attack to act as a barrier, and combine 2 at once into the even stronger Getsuga Jujisho.
To cut even the biggest hollows down to size, Ichigo was ridiculously strong, even from frame 1.
He could make giant shockwaves and parry spiritual light beams from a Menos Grande. And these aren't fake, slower-than-light lasers. Guidebooks confirm they're real light, and the novels say so too.
Plus, early on, Uryu moved so fast that he left his own shadow behind.
But as Ichigo became more involved with the Soul Society,
that is quite
he quickly
fast.
found
If you can
that
able
it
to
wasn't
move so
good enough.
fast that this shadow can't keep
So
up.
fast, Ichigo can't even see him. Time for a good
That is an
old-fashioned
insane speed.
training arc. Hit the music!
Until now, Zangetsu had operated only in its base state, Shikai. So Ichigo learned to release its inner power, a 10 times boost that takes most Shinigami a decade to master. Bankai!
In Bankai, his speed skyrocketed, letting him turn the tables on douchebag Byakuya. Even in Shikai, he blocked an attack that could destroy the whole friggin' Soul Society.
Because Ichigo's greatest gift is his potential to improve. Despite only being a teenager, he mastered swordsmanship well enough to thrash experts who had been training for centuries. He can quickly adapt to new weapons and styles mid-fight, surpassing his limits time and time again.
Like when he took on Catboy Grimjow. He was getting clamped, but as soon as he heard Orihime cheering him on, that was all he needed to smash that kitty.
You mean Grimjow, right?
Yeah, but even
Sure.
without main character energy, Ichigo couldn't match Big Bad Aizen. With just a finger, Aizen stopped Ichigo's Bankai and his theme song, Rude.
With just
Ichigo
his
needed to
finger,
tap
okay.
into his unexplained hollow power. Except Hollow Zangetsu wasn't going to make it easy.
Old Man Zang's pretty chill, but this guy's a menace.
Still, Ichigo needed his help and conjured a hollow mask to expand his power. But this meant the hollow within only grew stronger.
Masked up, he can fire lasers, bypass super senses, and heal lost limbs. But piss him off enough, and he'll go full hollow. And you really don't want that.
Hollowification exceeds even
Okay.
Bankai, and was enough to crush Ukiura in a battle that shook all of Hueco Mundo, the world of hollows.
Full hollow Ichigo could even tear through all 3 layers of hell.
But with help from his
3 layers of
father,
hell? Okay,
Ichigo
how many
continued
layers
to
of
train
hell
for
is there?
months in the Dangai, a corridor between dimensions, until he was finally ready to challenge Aizen.
Challenge is an understatement. He manhandled Aizen, shattered mountains with sheer aura, and flexed so hard he smashed out of the black coffin, which crushes space like a mini black hole.
And yet, it still wasn't enough. So by becoming Getsuga itself, Ichigo unleashed his ultimate attack, Mugetsu, defeating Aizen at the cost of all his power.
He might have
Oh,
saved
so it
everyone,
drains
but
his
now
power
it was
when you use
back
that
to
sort of thing.
Normiville.
Ichigo never truly realized until then.
So
just
I
how
guess that's
much the
one of those
Shinigami
things that
meant
he
to him.
might only
The
want to
power
use
protect
as
others, his drive,
like kind of
his
the absolute,
pride in
like a
himself
last
was
resort
gone.
sort of
He
thing.
would give
Just his
anything
power
to get
gets
it back.
drained.
And he did, thanks to a surprise assist from Rukia. Boom! Shinigami again!
Just in time for a 1,000-year blood war with a final endgame boss, Yuhabak.
Who planned to end everything. And while other Shinigami tried their best, only Ichigo was special enough to pull it off.
His father was a Shinigami. His mother was a member of the ancient Quincy's and possessed by a hollow. Hence, his 2 Zanpakuto spirits, one Quincy, the other hollow and Shinigami, made Ichigo a perfect union to break Yuhabak's plan. Finally, Ichigo understood himself, fully unifying with both Zanpakuto spirits within. With that came a new Shikai and 2 new Zanpakuto.
True Shikai! If you thought Ichigo was strong before, oh boy, he's the strongest Shinigami alive. Or dead. Undead? Yeah.
Stronger than Kanbachi.
Yeah,
who
let's
could
go with
split
that.
the Dangai in half. Stronger than Senjumaru, who shook heaven and earth across the realms. And strong enough to match Yuhabak, even after he absorbed the Soul King.
Juiced up with Soul King power, Yuhabak could nuke all 3 realms. The human world, Soul Society, and Hueco Mundo, plus the Dangai and Garganta in between, which have a bunch of pocket dimensions sprinkled in. Hell, just the Soul King's corpse sent a shockwave
Okay,
across
this is a
all
lot of
realms.
information to
And
take
it's not
in.
a matter of disrupting the flow of souls. Yuhabak was going to end everything through sheer power alone.
But Ichigo still
Especially if you
wasn't
never
done
watched the
powering
show.
up.
Entering a new half-hollow form and merging his Getsuga Tencho with a mighty hollow attack, the Gran Ray Sero.
Making a giant crescent slash that rips through space itself.
All that power culminating in his true Bankai. A power so great, even Yuhabak was scared of it.
Joke's on you! Ichigo didn't even need it! You're done!
Ichigo was finally content. And 10 years later, he remains a Shinigami, having found the courage to stand on the edge of life and death, conquer his fears, and walk onward.
Right.
Most teenagers have no idea what they want to do with their life.
Okay, so I guess it's
that
Yusuke
was
next
hardly a
then.
problem for juvenile delinquent Yusuke Urameshi. because he
Yusuke,
only
okay.
ever wanted
I
to
probably
do
won't be able
one
to
thing.
remember that.
Throw hands!
But,
No matter
I'll
who
try.
the ops are, be they women, old folk, or babies, Yusuke lived to fight. It's what gave life meaning. Who cares about stupid things like friends and family?
Which is why it was so surprising when one day he threw himself in front of a speeding car to save a child, bringing that
Man.
reckless life to a screeching halt.
Truck-kun claims another victim.
But this is chapter 1 of a battle shonen, so death is hardly the end.
Surprisingly, though, it wasn't a spooky skeleton in a hood who arrived to claim Yusuke's soul. It was
Yeah,
a
like the Grim
blue-haired
Reaper.
anime girl on a broomstick.
This was Botan, whose job was to ferry Yusuke's newly deceased spirit off to the afterlife.
Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for him, he was such an asshole that the underworld didn't see his selfless death coming and didn't have any space prepared for him. Imagine being
Of course
such
not.
a menace to society that the second you do something nice, hell itself gets caught with its pants down.
So the underworld surrogate king, Koenma, offered Yusuke an alternative. He could return to life as an agent of the afterlife, a spirit detective, solving supernatural crimes and fighting off demonic threats to humanity.
Naturally, Yusuke did what anyone would do in that situation and told Satan Jr. to stuff it. I mean, he was never really good for anything and no one was gonna miss him. So what's the point of coming back to life? It's not like his mom would be sad, or his childhood sweetheart Keiko would be heartbroken, or even his rival Kuwabara would shed manly tears. Oh man.
At the sight of loved ones who cared far more than he ever expected, Yusuke had a change of heart and accepted Koenma's offer, returning to life with a new purpose and a new job.
And newfound ass-kicking ability. In his quest to beat the dog shit out of demonkind, Yusuke learned to harness
I guess martial arts might be
energy.
the strong side.
Ridiculously strong, fast, and durable, heals from wounds quickly, and can see spirits invisible to mortal men.
Even early on, Yusuke could parry Suzaku's lightning arrows, which are formed from real lightning called down from the sky. And with the help of legendary warrior Genkai, he mastered a signature move that could blast anyone to smithereens.
My favorite shonen move ever, the Spirit Gun.
Of course.
He had a limited number of shots, but eventually he turned it into his personal WMD. Stronger than any weapon on Earth, he could go finger blasting around as much as he wants.
The spirit gun is more versatile than it appears. Yusuke can bounce it off surfaces for sneak attacks, propel himself around like a rocket in flight, and produce massive explosions with each shot.
He can twist it up for a spirit shotgun, a mighty AoE blast, or a spirit punch, where he keeps the energy stored in his fists and clobbers the hell out of you. And the spirit wave, a Kamehameha from before we uncultured
A
America.
Kamehameha? What is this, Dragon
He
Ball?
may be a punk, but he's deceptively skilled and cunning in battle.
He's not afraid to fight dirty, throwing his shoes, using sleight of hand to place cigarettes on his foe to track them in the dark.
Personally, I'd call that smart. And his hand-to-hand...
Okay, I guess it's him using that against Ichigo in order to track Ichigo.
Of martial combat.
But his best secret is how quickly he improves. All it takes is a round of training or someone threatening his friends, and Yusuke's power will spike to match stronger enemies, even if it means literally burning through his own life force for a power-up.
All known demons and demon fighters are individually ranked on a scale of power from E to S.
E and D class demons are nothing special. We're talking local threats at
Oh,
best.
so I assume S
C
is
and B
the...
getting a bit dicey in a destroy your city kind of way. A and S? Well, hold on to your ass. We're talking end of the world.
As Yusuke
Yeah,
forged
but
bonds with new
expected.
allies, like demons Hiei and Kurama, as well as his old pal Kuwabara, he found himself facing opponents he couldn't beat, such as the monstrous Toguro, who could vaporize weaker demons and crush their souls with sheer aura.
But Yusuke needed to survive and protect his loved ones, so he had no choice but to rank up, even if it meant absorbing the power of a small star. Thanks, Genkai!
Our sun has an average luminosity of 380 septillion watts, or joules per second. Small stars like red dwarfs output about 1/10,000th of that. So this spirit
Okay.
orb's energy per second would equal about 9 million megatons of TNT.
Whoa.
Enough to send Toguro to the grave.
Even after pushing past his own limits, Yusuke would still need more power to face S-class threats like Sensui, a past spirit detective gone bad, and a great measuring stick for what top-tier demons are capable of.
Sensui was so yoked he couldn't even use all his power in the human world without threatening to bring down the whole thing. He compared destroying the whole goddamn planet to kicking an anthill.
According to Genkai, Yusuke could destroy the planet too, if he really wanted. And even A-class threats like King Enma have shaken both the demon and human worlds.
That anima guy is strong as balls. In the past, he fought the Netherworld King Yakumo, who could eradicate the entire human world and remake the Netherworld.
But Yusuke's power surpassed both of them to the point where he overloaded Yakumo with his own energy. And do keep in mind, Yusuke was still only A-class at the time, a far cry from S-classes like Sensui, whose sacred energy was 10 times his superior.
But not for long,
Okay,
sucker,
so I
'cause
feel like
turns
this
out
guy might be a
Yusuke
beast.
was a demon
I mean, it
himself.
definitely sounds like a beast.
Yusuke is the descendant of an ancient and incredibly powerful being, one of the strongest in existence, Ryzen, the Demon King.
With his Mizoku mark, Yusuke can channel Ryzen's spirit for a huge power boost and a massive thirst for murder boost. This was his first taste of a dangerous new type of spirit energy, Yoki.
A form of energy used by demons. Like normal Reiki, it can be amplified by intense emotions. Unlike normal Reiki, its use creates a pleasurable feeling, feeding into the user's rage and bloodlust, the feral animal within.
So Yusuke upgraded his spirit gun to a demon gun. It's the same thing,
Okay.
but red. Oh, and it's strong enough to blast Sensui past the horizon, putting Yusuke's power firmly in S-class.
And making him a prime candidate to rule the demon world. But as he was thrust into a tournament vying for that throne, Yusuke began to wonder if all this power was what he really wanted.
Self-reflection? From "I'll kick your ass, Yusuke Urameshi"? Nah, we can worry about that later. There's a tournament to win. Which
Of course.
one, you girl?
Gotta be in the
Maybe your
tournament first.
grandparents is first.
Even then, as Yusuke took on the Demon King Yomi in an epic final battle, he was still growing. He had become far stronger than before, even achieving a unique version of the Mizoku form separate from Ryzen's influence.
And a brand spanking new form of power. Kinda like Sensui's sacred energy, but even better. It's so unprecedented, it doesn't even have a name, but it's golden glowy.
Strong enough to clash with Yomi.
Like a Super
creating
Saiyan.
An explosion that
I mean, I guess
split
it
the heavens
kind of
above
is like that, you
and
know,
decimated the
gold and
elementary world,
glowy and
pushing the Demon King himself to
stuff.
his absolute limits.
But then, Yusuke lost. It's not all bad though. Even if being king would have been cool, Yusuke realized he wanted something more. He'd grown up and chose to walk a new path.
It was always Yusuke's connections with others that motivated him above all else. And it was in those connections that he found his happy ending.
But I
Oh,
wouldn't
that's
piss
nice.
him off if you can avoid it. Get him in the right mood or threaten the human world, and the spirit detective will beat your stupid ass.
Right.
Long has its return been foretold, but now, finally, it is reborn.
The original Death Battle shirt that once dominated the world. Hell yeah, there's no better way to wear a blood spatter on your chest.
We
Oh
restored
wow,
the
that is
original
quite a
shirt with
callback.
even
I'm letting
better
this out play,
materials,
by
and
the way.
it's available now on
That is a big
deathbattle.gg.
callback.
That's our website. That's also kind of like a
The
Patreon.
There's a
original
bunch of
Death
other merch there,
Battle
like this awesome
joke
Mickey Goose
episode.
hoodie. Just don't let
Oh, one of
gooses get it.
the original
Website members
ones.
can also see
With the
entire
t-shirt was
Death
sweating
Battle
up for all
archive,
the
including
t-shirts,
episodes that were
and the
banned from
original
YouTube.
Death Battle
And even
t-shirt,
more
of
behind
course,
scenes
won the
goodies.
whole
Like,
thing.
did you know our research team
I'm
wrote
pretty
up a
sure.
massive
I mean,
blog all
of
about
course
the
it did.
science of Ash versus Yugi? Wait, I lied. They wrote up two.
Click the link below to support the show, look behind the scenes, and get cool merch at deathbattle.gg.
It's nice though that I'm bringing back that shirt. Okay, so first of all, bring back the original Death Battle t-shirt that they put basically a little bit fight against a lot of all the t-shirts. It's back. That's great. I mean, that is a great callback actually. Maybe some of the other t-shirts. The other years will come back at some point too. That would be nice. Anyway, so yeah, this is I think like Yusuke is going to win. Oh, I'm probably mispronouncing it still. I know I said that a lot, but I still feel like I can't pronounce it properly. Anyway, I feel like Yusuke is going to win. Ichigo is great. He had a whole was it 3 layers or something of hell that he managed to break through or something, which is impressive, I guess. But Yusuke itself has the whole the spirit gun, I think called, like basically like a finger gun with a spirit. So And they had the whole thing. Yeah, we had the more regular one. We had also the devil or the hell version or whatever. So I feel like that, and you had a whole the whole big TNT stuff that I mentioned there. It was like I don't remember exactly how big, but there was a 9 there somewhere. It was pretty big. That is insane. I don't think they've mentioned anything like that for Ichigo. Maybe they did, and I just forgot it, got it. Or I just phased out, or I missed it because I was talking, or I don't know. Okay, so yeah, he has very good martial arts, apparently. So, it's really quick on both his feet and his arms, I think it said. Ichigo wasn't exactly slow either, but, I feel like, in terms of speed, Yasuke has this one. He might also have it in terms of experience, but I don't know. Yeah, I gotta just go with my own gut feeling. Yasuke is going to win, but I wouldn't mind if Ichigo got this one. Just because I know him more. I know him more. I don't know him, but I know him more. Yasuke is going to win. Let's find out if I'm right. Let's play.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle! There we go. Alright. Let's see if I'm right.
That's a demon.
That's a hollow.
No doubt about it.
And fight. Alright, we're using it. I mean, of course, he can use many of those, I guess. As many as he likes, probably, so. Yeah, I guess it told us something about the fact that he could lose his powers, I guess. Well, Ichigo could do that. So I guess that is, yeah. Ow, his leg. Man, that demon was like something taken out of Madoka.
What a baby! Little demon energy got you scared.
Nah.
Getsuga! Yujisho! 2 at once? Damn, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, exactly. And he's a quick learner, so
Give in to me, Yusuke.
I feel like he'll be able to learn Ichigo's moves pretty easily too.
Hell no! This is my fight, jackass! You just don't be back!
Alright, time to go Super Saiyan, I guess. Oh wow, that was a really cool animation stuff. Right, that moment was really cool to look at.
Piece of work. Need a hand, partner?
Let's do it. Like old times.
On! Cut! Tensa! Kongetsu!
Excuse me.
Is that the best you can do? I can
In Hyrule?
You'd like.
Maybe not, it just looks like it based on those, based on the plant stuff in the background. It looks like something taken right out of Zelda.
Screw that!
Oh wow. Okay, this match might actually be closer than I thought.
Give me a freaking break.
Wait, was I wrong?
The other side.
Oh wow, I was wrong.
You, think the afterlife offers frequent flyer miles?
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this down into 4 chapters.
Okay, let's
starting
see.
with their abilities.
Yusuke could see Ichigo no problem, and resist auras like Togoro's that are similar to Reiatsu, so Ichigo couldn't cheese a win right away.
Otherwise, Yusuke was outmatched. Sure, the Spirit Gun could potentially match the Getsuga Tensho, and he had stat-boosting forms like the Mizoku. Ichigo, however, had more varied powers, a better healing factor, greater stamina given his months of Dangai training,
And all those swords! He just had way more abilities to play with.
Likewise,
Okay, I can see that.
Speed was a fairly easy call. Yusuke could react to lightning early
Yeah, I
on,
feel like
and
Yusuke
obviously got
had
much
the
faster
speed
over
there.
time. Looking at this blast from his clash with Yomi, it erupted upwards at 57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was faster than light from the start, and he's gotten faster too. He couldn't even see Byakuya at first, but blitzed him in the rematch. Plus, he's got tons of training and power-ups since then.
The Soul King Shockwave, for example, expanded across the realms at thousands of times light speed, and Ichigo reacted to attacks from Soul King Yuhabak that utilized the same power. So, Ichigo takes speed. But
okay.
Yusuke's fought plenty of foes faster and more varied than him, so it's extremely important to examine
Okay, so
their
this was
tactics
very much,
and ability to adapt mid-fight.
This is kind of both their things.
So this was more
Ichigo has
favored
styled
towards
on
Ichigo
with
than I
centuries
thought.
of training and has over a decade of experience as a
I guess I must have missed a lot of
He's pretty
information,
good
or
at
even though
figuring
I
out new
probably
weapons
forgot a
and
lot of
styles.
important
Meanwhile, Yusuke was
information.
flexible and quick to adapt, mixing
That I probably
cleverness
shouldn't
with
have forgotten
exceptional
about.
hand-to-hand. He's good enough to match Kabano, who mastered every martial art. Ichigo's decent at hand-to-hand, but it's not his go-to in the same way.
So, both had their strong suits, with advantages on each side. It's fair to call this one a draw.
Leaving only
Alright,
the biggest
you know,
winning factor,
Ichigo is
which could have
dominating
superseded
this one,
all
basically.
other advantages. Power.
Between Sensui, Genkai, and Enma, Yusuke could definitely destroy the planet. Examining his sky-splitting clash with Yomi and measuring its scale, that's about 4 quadrillion megatons of TNT, which is crazy.
Similarly, mid-series Ichigo could shake Huecomundo, tear through hell, and block attacks that could destroy the Soul Society. But at his peak, he beat Yuhabak, who could destroy several realms, which is far more impressive than just one.
To be fair, Yusuke also beat Yakumo, who could threaten 2 realms at the same time, pretty close to Yuhabak's threatening 3.
And Yusuke far
course.
surpassed Yakumo afterward. The gap between him and Sensui alone was 10 times. So there could be an argument for Yusuke's power surpassing Ichigo if 3 realms was truly Ichigo's limit.
Fortunately for Ichigo, it's not. Yuhabak was also gonna destroy the Garganta, which has at least 29 pocket dimensions inside it.
Each containing at least a planet and star, much larger than Yusuke's planet-sized worlds. Plus, Ichigo matched Yuhabak in True Shikai, without his additional boost from Half Hollow and True Bankai.
As always with Death Battle, there's arguments either way. But the way we see it, even being generous with Yusuke's power and conservative with Ichigo's, the gap was just too big, giving
Yeah,
Ichigo
okay,
the final
Ichigo is
edge.
dominating
Sorry
this.
if things got messy, but that's just
I wasn't
how
just
Ichigo
wrong.
goes.
I
The
was,
winner is
I
Ichigo
was-
Kurosaki.
like,
Next
completely
time on
wrong.
Death Battle.
Okay, so who's next, though? Oh, it's Mel? Yeah, it's Mel Sonic! Versus... Okay, it's a Dragon Ball
Subscribe
character.
and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Death Battle is back, and so is our new tabletop gaming channel, Nightly Brew. We've got everything on there from Uno to Dungeons & Dragons, and a very special, all-new Blood on the Clock Tower airing right now. So, come join us at the Nightly Brew. Click the thing, check us out. Thanks.
I wasn't just wrong. I was very, 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 very wrong on this one. I'm pretty sure. Like, I was like wrong times, let's say times 100 or whatever. Anyway, Ichigo was dominating this one. Alright. I probably missed a few important stuff. I mean, I did remember the whole 3 demon stuff, I guess, or the hell stuff. But apparently, I might have forgotten about the pocket dimension part because, yeah, I mean, maybe or maybe more like okay, I might have forgotten it, but if and maybe also not taken it into consideration. I don't know. I mean, there's stuff like that, and there probably also more stuff that I completely missed too, and you know, it happens. So yeah, okay, so the analysis was fine. I really enjoyed it. Now, of course, this is not two franchises I'm really big on, if at all, really. Not at all, because I haven't watched any of them. So, of course, but I still enjoy it for what it was. The band music was fine. I did enjoy that one. To some, yeah, I can say it was fine. It was fine. About the next time, we got Metal Sonic versus what was his name? Cell. Okay, I've seen this one go around a little bit when I'm looking up. I've been looking up some Metal Sonic matchup ideas, you know, from time to time, and this guy seemed to be a very popular matchup for Metal Sonic. So that's gonna be interesting to see how they do that. I'm counting on Metal Sonic. Please, Metal Sonic win. But yeah, Sonic versus Dragon Ball. We haven't really had any of those type of mashups before, have we? And it feels like something that should have already happened, but it hasn't. I'm pretty sure it hasn't happened. No, I don't think it's happened. So this might be... Yeah, so this is like our first Sonic versus Dragon Ball fight. Interesting. Unless there's been one before and I just can't remember. But I'm pretty sure it hasn't been one already. But this is Metal Sonic's third time in that ball? No, fourth time actually, maybe. Because it was in Violet vs. Eggman. That was first time. He had one against Zero forever ago. And then we had the Mario versus, or the Bowser vs. Eggman one, where Metal Sonic was in that one too. And now he's returning again. So Metal Sonic has been used quite a lot. I think there's only been 4 times. So yeah, I don't think there's anything I'm missing, but I think there's been 4 times. The other guy hasn't been in that ball. I don't think so, at least. It's been over 200 episodes now, so, you know. But yeah, I did really enjoy this episode. It was really good. Let me know what you thought about this in comments. If you agree with or disagree with the results. I totally gonna blame myself for this. For not, you know, trusting Ichigo's power a little bit more, I guess. But, it happens. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this by posting in the comments, and if you agree, disagree, all that good stuff, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and all that good stuff there too. And I'll see you guys next time for Metal Sonic versus Cell. Yeah, Cell. So that's gonna be exciting. Looking forward to seeing what they can do with that one. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Me and Shunai signing out, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.